people. Evil people?
No, people that want to fuck.
If you were to choose an ethnicity on the earth and say they're the top people on the earth right now, they have the most influence, the most power in their hands, what ethnicity of people would that be?
Mixed. It's not white people.
The most.
It's not white.
It's not white people.
No.
How can it not be white people?
Because that was a long time ago.
I got 80 on. Got 80. 80 books in the cannon. 80 books in the cannon. 1611. 80 books in the cannon. 1611. I got 80 on. 1611. 80 books in the cannon. 1611. I got 80 on. 1611. 80 books in the cannon. 1611. 80 books in the cannon. In the cannon. It's 80 books in the cannon. In the cannon. It's 80 books in the cannon. In the cannon. It's 80 books in the cannon. I got 80 on 1611, 80 books in the can, 1611, 80 books in the can, 80 books in the can, I got that 80 on 1611, 80 books in the can, 1611, 80 books in the can, 80 books in the can. Let's get it.
A little cord around your neck, right? The Lord, right? That's a urn. Oh man, that's an urn. That's unclean. I thought it was a soul.
No, I thought my dad asked.
Put your ashes in your heart on your neck. Well, that's the remnants of a dead body. Right? Your dad is not in your death. He went to heaven, right? No, he went to heaven. He's not in there. He's up there. No, he can't be there. Because the body, when the body goes to the ground, the spirit goes back to the heavens, right? Right. What I'm saying is, that's his body, right? His life, who he is. That spirit went where? Where is it at? Is it in there? No, it's at the heavens. Let's see.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 7.
Yeah.
Then shall the dust return to the earth.
Then shall the what?
Then shall the dust return to the earth.
So when somebody passes away, your body becomes dust like the earth. In your body is all the elements of the ground. Calcium, right? Beryllium, everything is in your body is in the ground. When we die, our body goes in the ground. Read on.
As it was.
As it what?
As it was.
Because God formed man from the ground, right? In Genesis, right? Read on.
And the spirit.
And the what?
And the spirit.
His life force, his spirit, read on.
Shall return.
Right here. Pay attention. Shall what?
Shall return.
Shall return. Read.
Unto God.
Unto where?
Unto God.
Where is God? So he's up there.
But he's
So he's not there.
time.
He can't be there.
Why not?
Because there's ashes. The ashes go back to the ground. The
You guys
spirit,
from all these sweat
the
pictures.
spirit, he doesn't guide you. That's a misconception. His spirit went back to the heavens. What you're carrying around is just elements. Elements. You know what I mean? Like the elemental table, you learn that in school. You know, like, huh?
I dropped out of school.
I'm sure you learned the elemental table. That's 5th grade. I'm sure you made it to 5th grade, right? So you got the elemental table. That's all that is.
But I got my dad right here.
That's not there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He's right here, and he looks at him. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's why there's no wisdom in this world. That's why there's no knowledge in this world. That's why your people need my people to teach them. Right? The truth of
I've been
God.
around black and white life.
Yeah, but black people need to
I
teach
grew
you the
up on
Bible.
Washington Street, bro.
Black people
I got scared by
need
you.
to teach you the
I got
Bible.
scared by white people. I made money with white people. The Jewish people, I hate you.
Right. You need God's people to teach you, right? Because the word of God is given to his people. His people are going to teach other people, right? Your people need God's people to teach them the Bible because somebody told you your father's in your chain. I'm here telling you according to the Bible, your father's not in your chain, right? And I'm using the Bible to prove what I'm saying, right? And that's important because we can't lie on God. We got to speak the truth. We can't misappropriate God's creation. Aren't we all God's creation? Right? We all God's creation. Right? So we can't misappropriate it. He gave us a word. The word is in the Bible. But when I want to learn about God, I go to the Bible. And I learn what God did on the earth. You can't contain the spirit of a man in a piece of metal, right? Or a piece of gold, right? The spirit goes back to the heavens. So you've been lied to. But I understand that. Because you were lied to by liars. These are the words. These are the men of truth.
That's
You
right.
see right here. Right here, you standing in front of the men of truth. So we gotta give you the truth according to the Bible. All right? Isaiah 13, what you saw, man? Read that.
The book of Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 1.
Read on.
The burden of Babylon.
The what?
The burden of
The
Babylon.
burden of Babylon. Babylon is a compound word. Babel, like confusion, and lawn meaning land. The land of confusion. Right now, in America, does this look orderly or does this look like confusion? Confusion. Read.
Which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
Right, go ahead.
Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
Go ahead.
Exalt the voice unto them.
Do what?
Exalt the voice unto them.
You might be hearing me yelling. Because the Bible told me, exalt the voice in Babylon, right? Read.
Shake the hand.
Do what?
Shake the
You
hand.
might see me going like this. Because the Bible said, go like this. Read.
That they may go.
That they what?
That they may go
Read.
into the gates of the noble.
Go ahead.
I have commanded my sanctified one.
I have what?
I have commanded my sanctified one.
I have what?
I have commanded my sanctified one.
I want you to look around. These are God's sanctified ones. He commanded his sanctified ones. Read.
I have also called my mighty one.
I have also what?
I have also called my mighty
And
one.
they're strong and they're mighty. Go ahead.
For mine anger.
For my what?
For mine anger.
Told us to raise our voice, shake our hands because he's angry. What is he angry about? Let's see. Let's see what God is angry about. Let's see why he called the sanctified one to shake their hand and to raise their voices in Babylon, the place of confusion. Read that.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Read on.
Hear the word of the Most High,
Right.
ye children of Israel.
Go ahead.
For the Most High have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
Right, the God has a controversy. He has a problem with the people, the inhabitants of the land. Read.
Because there is no truth.
There's no what?
Because there is no truth.
There's no what?
Because there is no truth.
Because there's no what?
Because there is no truth.
So like I told you before, you've been lied to by people who told you if you put the ashes in your chain, your father is walking around you and protecting you. That's not happening. What you have is elements in your chain. In fact, what you have in your chain is unclean, right? Because that thing in your chain is considered like a dead body. Your father is in the heavens, according to the Bible, what I just taught you. That's why there's no truth. God is mad of the earth because truth is not being taught. Even in church, truth is not being taught. And they're supposed to teach the Bible in church. But they open the Bible, but they teach their own mind. They teach their own thoughts, right? Hold on, give me Romans 3 and 3. They teach their own mind and their own thoughts. The Catholic priests, the Christian priests, the Baptist priests, the Methodist priests, all these priests teach their own mind and not what the Bible says. Read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 3.
Read out.
For what of some did not believe?
And some people don't believe. Go ahead.
Shall there, verse 1.
Yeah.
What advantage then have the Jews? Or what profit is there of circumcision?
Read.
Much every way.
What advantage have the Jews? These men here are Jews. And there's an advantage of being a Jew. Let's see. Read.
Chiefly.
What's the main chiefly mean? Mainly, read on.
Because that unto them were committed the oracles of God.
Oracles are orders. But God gave us his orders. We are reading his orders out of the Bible. It was committed to us, God's orders. We don't have a choice in this matter. We have to speak God's orders. So if I talk to you, I gotta tell you what God said according to the Bible. Does that make sense? Read on.
For what if some did not believe?
And if you don't believe what I'm telling you, because I know you kind of didn't believe when I said your father wasn't in your chain. If you don't believe it, read on.
Shall their unbelief,
Shall your unbelief, read?
make the faith of God without effect?
Does that mean I'm wrong? Because you don't believe? Read.
God forbid.
God forbid means no. Read on.
Yea, Let God be true.
Let what?
Let God be true.
Let what?
Let God be true.
Let God be true. Read on.
But every man a liar.
And every man is a liar. God is true, every man is a liar. If I came and speak you how I feel, I would be a liar. Everything I said to you so far, I went to the Bible and I proved it. Therefore, my words are true. God is mad with this world because people don't speak truth. They speak how they feel. They feel how they think. But God doesn't care how you feel and think. God wants you to care about what He says. Because His word is above our word. His way is above our ways. He chose a people, right? He has a people on the earth. And those people have been disobeying Him. But now they're starting to obey Him. And once they obey Him, they're going to be on top of the world, right? They're going to rule this world because of their obedience. You understand that? You believe that? That God's people are going to rule this world? Who's ruling the world now? Huh? God. What people are ruling the world now? God. People that believe in God? You know what I'm saying? Look at what's going on in the world. You got wars and destruction all over the world. God's people are obviously not ruling this world. There are more poverty than rich. There are more hurt than healed. There are more suffering, right? They're doing well in this world. This ain't God's world. It's a wicked world.
That's right.
I'm going to show you. Read that.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Read it out.
The earth.
The what?
The earth.
The whole earth. All the countries in the earth, read on,
is given into the hand of the wicked.
Are given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked run this earth. That runs this earth. Who sets the laws, the embargoes, the tariffs? What nation of people do that? Huh? Evil people?
No, people that want to.
If you were to choose an ethnicity on the earth and say they're the top people on the earth right now, they have the most influence, the most power in their hands, what ethnicity of people would that be?
Mixed. It's not
I
white
said
people.
the most.
It's not white people.
It's not white people. How can it not be white people?
Because that was a long time ago.
How can it not be white people?
Because look at all these motherfuckers.
The U.S. dollar, all currency in the world is predicated.
It was white people.
When did it change? When did it change? When did it change? When did white people lose their power? And who took them down?
No.
Who conquered Rome?
It was
Nobody.
slowly changed.
Who conquered Britain? Nobody. Who conquered England? Nobody.
White people don't control the world.
Hold on. White people went on a ship, came to America.
Columbus.
They conquered the people in America. Who conquered them? Nobody.
They did, though. They got conquered.
Who did?
They got conquered by everybody.
They got conquered by nobody. They still rule.
No, I know.
They still rule this whole entire earth, and that's okay. We accept that.
I don't think so.
We accept it.
Honestly, as a white guy, I don't think so. I don't think so.
There's a house.
I think it's even.
There's a house where the president sits.
I think it's even.
It's called the White House, right? It's called the White House, right?
Yeah, I get it. The White House.
Now, a black man once sat in that house, Obama, right? But it was still the White House, right?
It is.
Okay, so we know that their rulership and their influence is all over the earth. We're not going to deny that. But what I'm trying to show you is that, yes, they do rule now, but they will not rule in the
Can I ask you
kingdom.
a question? What do you think of Trump? Do you think he's a racist? Do you think he hates black people?
Who's that?
Trump.
I don't know.
He
I
cares.
don't know Trump personally.
No, I get it. Me either. But do you think he cares about the American people?
I think he cares about continuing the rulership of his people on the earth.
Not white people, but all people.
Hold on. He continue the rulership of his people.
No, not white people.
Okay, your older people, they know better than their younger people. But if he was about old people, why would he hire Elon Musk and all them youngsters that come with him, the Doge people, right, to do all his dirty work?
Why? Because all younger
But
people.
that's young people.
No. Younger people actually care about the country.
Yeah, but the young people work for the old people. The young people work for the old people.
I don't give a fuck about the old people.
Why don't you? You're gonna be an old person one day.
I will, but I'm not old now.
And guess what? When you're
I'm
an
22.
old person, you're still gonna be of the same people.
No, it's gonna be.
You're gonna be one of those old people that you're talking about.
I don't hate.
You're gonna be that.
No, I'm not.
Of course you gotta grow
I
up.
grew up differently. I grew up around all you guys.
Yeah.
I grew up in Bustle Street. I grew up around scammers.
That doesn't change
I got
anything.
scammed.
That don't change anything. That doesn't change anything.
It does
Even
change
though-
everything. I've been through shit. I'm a street guy. You don't think I've been around everybody? Come on.
I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't change anything. There were many people in the time of slavery, white people, right?
Get it.
That did not like slavery.
But I'm not.
Hold on.
I would never put you for slavery.
There
I
was
would
white,
never.
I know that. There was white people that did not like slavery. They stood against it.
Right.
But did they stop it?
They couldn't.
They couldn't. That's my point. It doesn't matter what Trump
But it's
feels.
done now.
He's a part of a bigger
He
conglomerate.
doesn't want you guys to be slaves. He wants
Huh?
you guys to be fucking free. He wants
We
everyone
are
free.
free, but we're free through the truth of Christ.
That's right.
We are free through the
course.
truth of Christ. Not through the white man letting us free, but through the truth of Christ are we free.
Of course.
So the future,
I believe you.
so here's the deal. Read what you got, what you got.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11, and verse 21.
Right.
No hand joined in hand.
So hand join in hand, like you said, you grew up with black people, and I get that. I grew up with white people. Read on.
The wicked,
The what?
The wicked.
The who?
the wicked
The wicked, read.
shall not be unpunished.
The wicked shall not be unpunished.
But wait. You think I should be punished?
You're going to be punished.
That's right.
Me.
Whether you want to
But
be,
I didn't do
whether
anything.
I want to be punished or not, that has nothing to do with it. Whether you want to be punished or not, got nothing to do with it.
I think
You represent the people that you're part of.
But
Just
my
like I
people
do.
didn't slave. My people were broke as fuck.
My people wasn't in chains.
I couldn't own
Right.
anybody. My people were broke as fuck. They were so broke. They were
I mean, I'm not upset about that, but that doesn't change anything, right? Because we are who we are. We cannot change that. God has a plan. We're all in God's plan.
I get it.
You understand that? This is all God's plan.
get it.
I'm just telling you about God's plan. I'm just telling you about God's plan. I'm not making it up, right? So give me Revelation 9 verse 13. So let's get to the point. Now that we established, you got one nation on top, one nation below, right? What is God going to do?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you think about now? Do you think white people are more superior than
What I
black
think
people?
is happening on earth right now, I'm going to read about it in the Bible. And I'm going to explain it.
I get it.
But I want you to read the scripture first.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 9.
13 verse 9.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Now we all have ears, so let's hear this. Read.
He that leadeth into captivity,
He that what?
he that leadeth into captivity,
Read.
shall go into captivity.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Who led the black people into captivity
white
here in
people.
America?
The white people.
So what is the only logical future for white people in America?
To be imprisoned?
To be going into captivity.
Right.
You think I should go in prison?
Listen, read.
But I didn't do anything.
I don't think. I read.
He that killeth with the sword,
He that what?
he that killeth with the sword,
So now, you heard a thing called Black Lives Matter? Why was Black Lives Matter formed? What was going
You know
on?
why? Because George Soros made that shit. The white guy.
What was going
He
on?
funded that shit.
Yeah, he did forge that. I agree with you, right?
That white guy,
But
he hates
I know.
more than me. I love like actually black people.
Wait.
I
He
love
hates
black
black people more than me? That's what you said?
I'm sorry.
I know, he can't help
Stay right
himself.
here, stay right here.
But you good. You said he hates black people, right, George?
I think he does. Me
All right.
personally, I think
But
he does.
now, regardless of the matter, why was Black Lives Matter even formed?
For money.
No, Black Lives Matter was formed because they wanted to what? Manipulate or, how could I say, exploit the fact that black children and black men were being killed by white police officers, saints. They're waiting, God's saints are waiting for their enemy to be brought down by the hand of God and for them to receive what they give out. So I know you feel that, hey man, I didn't have nothing to do with that, right? But we're born into certain situations. right? Because we're black, we're born into the situation. We didn't do anything, we just was born. And we have to suffer what we have to suffer. And you're gonna be born, you're born to suffer something too. It just so happens that you haven't suffered yet. Give me Isaiah 14. Now look at Isaiah 14. So let's understand what's going on today right now. And I like that question. And I want to address that question out of the Bible. Because what's happening is that as the white man is coming down from his rulership, we are coming up to our rulership. So there's going to be a point where we're kind of even Steven, right? And that time is coming. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet, but we're coming. But we're not there yet, right? Because as much as we might see our people rising at certain points, this place is still ruled by law, by policy, by our oppressors.
Why would you think that I'm more privileged than you?
Why would I think that? There's something called white privilege. Have you heard of it?
I know, but I live in Miami. And
Okay, but have you heard of white privilege?
Yes, but that's 20 years ago.
White privilege is the fact that you're assumed to be innocent,
I don't have white privilege.
or assumed to be good until you prove yourself otherwise. That's what white privilege is. Black privilege is we're assumed to be a criminal until proven otherwise. It's the exact opposite. And we accept it.
No, I
The
get
thing
it.
about it, I accept it. Why can't you accept it?
No, I get you've been through that.
We accept. I haven't been through anything. I just said I accept the status quo. I accept God's creation.
But
Right?
20 years ago,
And when I read the Bible, it echoes God's creation. So then I got to go to the Bible to see what's going to happen. Let's read. 14 verse 1. Let's go.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and verse 1.
Read it out.
For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob.
You will what?
For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob,
Read.
and will yet choose
I
Israel,
will what?
and will yet choose
Go
Israel,
ahead.
and set them in their own land.
Go ahead.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
At some point, God is going to choose Israel, which is the blacks and Hispanics, and set us in our own land. We're going to be self-governed. Read on.
And they shall cleave,
And the strangers, the other nations, shall want to come and see what we got going on. Right? Read on.
and they shall cleave to the house of
And
Jacob.
they're going to come and they're going to want to be around us. Read on.
And the people shall take
And
them,
we're going to take them. Read on.
and bring them to their place.
And we're going to bring them to our place. Read on.
And the house of
And
Israel,
the house.
and the house of
The
Israel
house of Israel. Read.
shall possess them.
Shall what?
Shall possess them.
We're going to possess our oppressor. Read on.
In the land of the Most High,
This is the kingdom of heaven, the land of the Most High. Read.
for servants,
For what?
For servants.
For who?
for servants,
For servants. Read on.
and handmaids.
And what?
And handmaids.
They're going to be our servants and our handmaids. Who's? Read on.
And they shall take them captive,
Right?
whose captives they were.
We were there. We were white man's captives. And then they're going to be our captives, according to the Bible. And we serve them in slavery. They're going to serve us in slavery, according to the Bible. Read on.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
They oppressed us, and we're going to rule over the people that oppressed us. Read on.
And it shall come to pass
And it's not going to pass. Go ahead.
in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
Wanna try it, so it's all with his head. Repent, the time is now, cause you can't talk when you dead. Bible study in the AM, you should walk with it said.